So would you say, Josh, is there ever a time where there could be what is perceived as inaction or looks like idleness, looks like laziness, but it's actually not sinful laziness? I'm just thinking, like, if I'm thinking about this subject and then I go out and I see a friend or someone who's, hey, they look like they're being lazy.
Yeah.
Should I just go run right in there and call them to repent? Or are there some other considerations we might want to think about before we do that?
Yeah. I just think you call them to repent.
Okay, got it.
No, I mean, I think that there's a number of things here, right? First, you just want to be very gentle with how you handle this particular situation, because sometimes what we perceive on the outside as idleness or laziness is part of a greater complex of things that we would then label something like depression, right? Where it's one of the big features of depression is it's hard to get out of bed. It's hard to have energy to do anything. Nothing that used to give you motivation or joy does anymore. And so if they're not letting you into the sad or hurt or whatever that's going on, and you're only seeing from the outside inaction, you may want to rush in with that conviction card, right? And be like, hey, you need to be working harder for your family and for your church and for your neighbors. Why are you being so idle? Probably wouldn't say lazy, but why are you being so idle?
Right.
Right? And instead, what I would say, typically my first kind of card out of the counseling chute is compassion. Hey, help me with what's going on. I typically see you doing a lot, and I haven't seen much lately, and I'm worried about you. Right? What's going on? Well, have you watched this series of whatever on Netflix? It's so good. Well, okay. Well, then maybe right? Maybe now we need to have
a discipleship conversation to be had.
Right,
there.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right. But then that could open up the door for them to say, yeah, it's just been really hard. I'm in a really difficult season. And then you're like, oh, okay, what conviction isn't necessarily needed here. Comfort is needed here, and gospel comfort.
That's helpful. Thanks.
Yep.